Galore flavors. We're going to be making baklava today. Baklava is this rich, sweet dessert, usually made of layers of filo dough, filled with chopped walnuts and sweetened with syrup or honey. Well, today I will show you a different way of making baklava. The baklava doesn't include syrup. It has a unique dough. We will be making it today, and it has definitely a rich look and it tastes great. So here we go.
All you'll be using for this recipe is walnuts, unsalted butter, flour, sour cream, sugar, baking soda, and eggs. Separate your egg whites and your egg yolks. You'll be using the egg whites later in this recipe. Just in case, you drop your egg yolk just like I did. Oops! You scoop it back up into your eggshell. If just a little egg yolk gets in the whites, it's fine. Just set it aside. Go ahead and place 3 cups of flour in a bowl. Then add 1 cup of sour cream, now add the 3 egg yolks that you had already separated earlier. Then add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now place 1.5 cups of melted butter. Mix all your ingredients together until it forms into a soft dough. Now, knead your dough for about 5 to 7 minutes, just until the dough doesn't stick to your hands as much, by gradually adding flour. After kneading your dough, go ahead and shape your dough into a ball. Set your dough into your bowl and place your towel over it and set it aside.
Now that we did the ingredients and we set the dough aside, now we're going to be doing the filling. So first what we need to do is grind the walnuts. Make sure you put your sugar, all of it in there. And the egg yolks that we separated, you put the whites in there, the 3 egg whites in here. And on a medium to high speed. You're going to be mixing it until you see that it has like a puree texture to it. When you see that it's clumping up, you're going to have to kind of stir it up with your spoon or your fork. Looking good so far. Now I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to mix it with a fork or a spoon just to separate it and get the sides off and put it in there so we don't waste any sugar. And I got some flour myself, excuse me, and then put it back on and let it stir. Okay, so now that I see the consistency is kind of like a chopped course, has chunks, and it has a puree texture, I'm going to turn it off. And then now we're going to be we're going to be separating the dough into 6 parts. And I'll tell you that in a minute. I'll be back.
Now that your dough has been sitting there for a few minutes, now it's time to distribute them in 6 equal parts. First, flour your surface. Second, place some flour on your hands so the dough won't stick to your hands. Now evenly distribute it into an even loaf. Now it's time to separate the dough. Cut it from the center. This will make 2 baklava trays. Second, make some creases. To eyeball it evenly, you'll need 3 pieces for each baklava tray. So altogether will be 6. Now it's time to form them into a ball. Place some flour on your hands. Place some flour into the bowl as well. Now form them into balls.
Using a medium-sized baking dish, and then what we're going to be doing is going to be layering the dough first, then the walnut mixture, and we're going to keep doing it until we get 3 layers.
Now it's time to roll out your dough. Make sure you place some flour on the surface where you're going to be opening up your dough. Take one dough at a time, flatten with your palm of your hand. Roll the dough as thin as possible. The thinner you get your dough to open up, the better it's going to be. After it's flattened, place the dough over the baking pan and let the flaps hang from the edges. Now, compress your fingertips through the edges and make it flat through the inside. Now, cut the extra excess dough off. We can explain what you can do with this later. Now it's time to add your walnut and sugar mixture into your first layer of your dough. But first, I'd like to make a note. After I recorded this video, I noticed my blade was still in my blender bowl. So please, don't put your fingers into the blender bowl like I did. Now, go ahead and do this step for all 3 layers. After you're done with all of your 3 layers, go ahead and cut your dough diagonally about 1.5 inches wide for each cut. After you cut all of your baklava shapes, go ahead and place the full-sized walnuts on the larger pieces of the cut baklavas and the smaller pieces of the walnuts on the smaller pieces.
So now we got all the layers. I did use 3 layers. It's up to you. You could have 4 layers if you'd like. We have the oven at 350 set already. It's already preheated. Now, we do have some extra dough left from our layers. You can do anything with it. You can make cookies after it, or you could have had an extra coat on top, like another layer. And then, but the thing is, if you're going to be making the second batch, you won't have enough sugar. So it's totally up to you. If I was you, I would just make some cookies after that. Okay, so now the last step is, as you see, we went ahead and cut everything, put the walnuts on top, and the last but not least, the 2 extra egg yolks that we had pulled aside. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it on top of the baklava, just like this, in a very light coat. And after you coat it very well, all you need to do is set it into your oven and cook for another 15-20 minutes, just until it gets brown the way you like it. And voila, that's it. Our baklava is done. It cooked a little bit longer than I thought. I had suggested 10 to 15 minutes. It was actually 35 to 40 minutes. Again, it's all up to you how you like it. I like it to have it a little brown on the top. That's how it looks. So I took out 2 pieces just to see how it looks. If you want to come closer. There it goes, look at that. Nice. Okay, time for test. So moist. It's amazing. You won't regret it. Okay, stay tuned. We're gonna have more recipes coming soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching Galore Flavors. If you'd like, click down below to subscribe to my channel for more delicious recipes yet to come. You could also check us out on Instagram and Facebook. I'll see you guys next time.